Yo, guys, what's up? PA Patriot checking in. Hope everybody's well. We had Remy up in here. We had Remy up in here. Buddy Big stopped in. I know he's a little under the weather. He's going to be, probably won't be in tonight. Backus stopped in, coming out swinging. Culver, James Culver stopped in. What's up, brother? Luke Duke. Buddy Biggs. Gold Fever. Joseph Nolan. What's up, brother? Eric Carter. What are you doing without a wrench? Thought I gave you one last time. There you go. MJ, what's up? How are you? So I got a little bit of dirt from HD on my birthday last weekend down at Lucky Strike, and he hooked me up with a 1 gram bag from GCMC Tony. Got the bigs here, and look what was laying on top. Nice piece of shiny. Look at that. Very cool. I spilled my gold yesterday. I had to strip an entire cooler full of my lawn. Oh, wow. Secret Creek, Kirk, what's up? Robinson prospecting in the house. What's going on? I know Wrench had some family stop in. Not sure if he's coming up or not. Unfortunately, I can't post a link no more, since some people don't know how to act. I texted it to you, Remy. Patrick Stevens, welcome. Hope everybody's doing well. Baked with Miss Red. Happy Sunday to you, too. Didn't expect to find that nice chunker, man. right there in the bigs like that. That's pretty cool. Scott Sharp. Hello, Cass. How are you? John Ironman. Big in Florida. What's up, man? Joey Brown. 406 Miners in the house. Joey Brown, I owe you some mail, brother. I apologize. I haven't been able to get any mail out. And I was a little under the weather yesterday, so I didn't make it to the post office. But I'll get everybody's mail out this week, I promise. So we were down Lucky Strike last weekend. It was my birthday on Saturday, and HD Shovelhead hooked me up with a bag, pay dirt from GCMC Mining, Tony. So we're running through that tonight. Thank you, Cass. Appreciate it. Sorry about that, guys. Mine's a 7. Scott Sharp also hooked me up with a bag of cons, unsearched, from his high banking trip out there. We're going to go through them next week. Yes, sir. You know me, bro. I don't get promoted on YouTube. Just Be Cool is in the house. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Yo, Josh. What's going on, brother? Welcome to the show. Florida Thunder Digging with Rob. What's going on, Rob? Hope everything's well. Hope you and Charlie got that internet issue fixed with Charlie's internet. Remy.
All right, let's turn this thing on. What's up, guys?
Remy, what's up, brother?
How you doing, bud?
How you doing? Good.
Oh, got back from the track yesterday.
Yeah, I heard you had some good stuff going on over there.
Yeah, I had a personal best 13:35 quarter mile. We were at 13:51, but we've been shied off 5 mile an hour on the top end. So we're down to 90 mile an hour on the quarter mile, but we're up in a few tenths a second. So
that's cool.
I think I don't have enough oomph to get it past where it can go right now. So I think I need to do the additions, the power adders this winter. I have some reed valves coming in and going to be turning this thing into a little ripper for next year.
Nice.
The gear ratio, I think we ran out of steam about 3/4 of the way down. I got my time slips here, and we went first pass. I went in there with a new gear ratio with the 10-tooth sprocket on the front, and I had the rear pulley on the snowmobile clutch system tightened right up, so it took longer to shift into high gear. We only went 80 mile an hour at the end, 13:59, which isn't really good, but we did have a 1.9 60 foot. And then second pass, we pushed it. I put the secondary clutch spring back to stock position, no other changes. Went back out, did a 1.8 second 60 foot, and we had it up to 13:35. That's fastest pass yet. So 30-year-old engine, probably hasn't ever been rebuilt. Probably only getting 31 horsepower to the rear wheel.
Might be time for a rebuild there, brother.
Rebuild and some modifications. We need more power, bro. What I was looking at, I did some estimations on weight. So with me and the bike together, I should be close to 460 pounds. And if I'm going to run an 850 in the quarter mile, that means I'll be looking at roughly 148 horsepower to the rear wheel is needed to get me there.
What's up, Richard? Welcome to the show, brother.
What's up, A3 Skywalker?
Warrior.
Culver, Stacy.
Yeah, I took the dredge out this weekend and got the con sitting out there. Want to get through them a little bit.
Did you peek?
I seen some flakes in and out. You know what I mean? As I was cleaning it up. But I was in a pretty good area. I was in some good red clay.
That's good.
Swift A is in the house. Adventures with Swifty. Good channel, man. Check them out.
Cass, do you got videos of you racing?
Culver says, I can't see gold in the pink pant.
I didn't even notice that till you just said that. Holy crap.
It's kind of
That's
purple,
different.
but it's sun faded.
Swifty, what's up? Rocky Mountain Prospector, what's good? Oh.
I think Brent's got some family over.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Had some family stop in. I went to go live and I had like a jam up on Wi-Fi over here for some reason, so I had to shut down.
Brad Hayden in the house. What's up, brother? Yeah, I was just watching the Eagles lose that game, man. It was just horrible to watch.
They're usually pretty good. Who are they playing?
The Jets.
Oh, man. Really?
2 and 3 Jets whooped them, shut them down since the halfway through the second quarter, and then field goaled them to death, and then got a touchdown at the end. Hurts threw 3 interceptions, fumble. Like, yeah, it was just not a good game.
Stacy said it's identifying as a green pan.
I'm
offended.
It's not a rainbow pan.
Oh, thank God.
Be careful.
Wrench visiting his other fam tonight. She goes. Cass said that. Niners lost to the Browns. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Guess they didn't want nobody having, undefeated teams.
Right. Pink pan probably works like a green pan. Just minus the handle.
I actually found this fan on the river. On the river.
Did you?
Yeah.
They probably threw it out. They're like, "Oh, screw this thing."
Yeah, we had some storms. I think somebody had it up on the bank with some other equipment, and it came floating down. I asked the people if it was theirs. They said, "No, it ain't ours."
Right. There's got a lot of stuff been pulled down this year with all the flooding we've had. They were sucking cars and houses underneath bridges up here if you watched any of the videos of the flooding.
Culver said he's got one that just messes up his eyes. A river gift is exactly right.
Yep, that's right. My first bazooka was a river gift.
No way.
Yep. I got introduced to fluid beds that way. Somebody either lost it or just it was a little broken and they said, screw this, and they left it there. That was on Buffalo Brook, but I wasn't too happy. So I took it up out of there and then I learned what it was. And then I did what Joe did and started chopping it apart to see how it worked. And then said, screw this thing. Finally saved up some money and went and picked up one from Joe.
Hope Joe's well. I haven't seen him posting any videos or anything.
We've just been, him and I both got knocked out with some kind of cold or something, man, like pneumonia or something. We got hit hard.
Wow.
That's why I wasn't around last weekend.
John Iron said Fox cut the game over to the Bucks game with 1:40 left in the game. Wow. 46 said nothing better than a free pan. Well, full snuffer bottle.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Dad. Get out of my chair.
I'm going to start panning some stuff that's going in the Halloween Huck bag. It looks really good. I did get it ran through the sluice here.
So were you guys down a couple weeks, I guess, with that cold?
Who's that?
I said, what were you guys down a couple weeks with that cold? Pneumonia or whatever it was?
I was down for a good week, yeah. I didn't want to go to church or anything because I didn't want to be getting anybody sick, but I was hit pretty hard. There's 3 or 4 older ladies that show up to our church, and they have oxygen tanks, and I don't want to. If I got it, I'm pretty tough health-wise, you know what I mean? And that knocked it right out of me. I didn't want to bring it in there for those ladies to get it, you know. I don't have much cleaning up to do here. I'm telling you right now, where John was at is a really good spot, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dug 4 feet out towards the water more, maybe 5 foot,
Mm-hmm.
and probably 10 foot just below him, 8 foot maybe, about 10 foot downstream from that. And this pan right here is 3 buckets concentrated down.
Got some good stuff, huh?
Yeah, really nice stuff. Probably the best looking sluice cleanup I've had. Honestly a bit shocked at what's coming out of the river right there. Yeah, I already got flash in the pan. I'm just started. You get to play around with that with trap pan yet, bud?
I actually brought it down, but I was having so much fun dredging, dude. I didn't
Oh,
even get a chance to use it. By the time I got out of the water, it was like getting dark. I had to start packing up to get home. You know what I mean?
every time I go out with the gold trap, I just like, oh, screw it. Just run. I'll clean it when I get home.
Yeah. And then did something to my hand. I was in the hole. I was continuing somebody else's hole in a good spot. You know what I mean? And I kind of like lost my balance, and I went back and I caught myself, but I kind of sprained my hand a little bit. So
Huh. Ain't
it's
good.
been bothering me a little bit. It didn't break nothing, but you know.
Yeah. Sometimes I've crushed my hands in between some good rocks out there on the water, and it don't feel good when your hand's half frozen.
Yeah. Culver said he got the flu. It didn't bother him, but Amanda got it pretty sick from it. Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to play it safe for other people. I had to stay home for a bit there. Went down to go clean my buddy's hunting kennels out, the dog kennels, and I got one of them done. Started on the second one, and I was so darn winded from being sick that I said I had to pack up and show back up this next Sunday. So you guys won't see me next Sunday. I got shit to do. And then Saturday, I'm going to try and get back down to the track and meet up with my buddy Daryl that I met down there. He's won a few championships racing his bike. He just pulled out his drag racing bike that runs 880s on nitrous.
Right.
He started it up for me and pulled it out of the trailer. It hasn't been unhooked out of the straps for about a year in his trailer. And he pulled it out just for me because I'm the only other guy around that has a snowmobile bike that we built from scratch. You know what I mean? So he's thinking about putting me down the track on the darn thing.
Oh, this is barely gonna work.
880s. I'm on live stream, honey. Thank you. It's like it slips their mind I'm doing something. Jeez. In here doing dress up with me, and I'm like busy. The only thing I'm trying to look at right now is the gold in the pan.
It's a pretty good amount in here.
I got some gold showing up in here. Nice pieces, bro. Oh my God. I'm going to take a picture and then send it via text message to you so you can show everybody, because this is the only way we'll get a good, clear picture of it. I don't know how to put a picture up.
Me neither. How
You
do you
know?
do that?
Oh,
No.
crap. Maybe somebody in the comments can help us out. How do we put a picture up while we're streaming on StreamYard here? the video quality isn't the greatest. If you guys want to see what's in the pan, it'd be nice to take a picture and post it up for you guys. Yeah, my lady's getting dressed. I'm worried about gold. I'm old. I'm not chasing punani.
Punani, I ain't heard that in years.
I give a crap less about that. I've been to prison. I learned to not care about it. Half the reason why I went to 2 prisons, though. Jeez. You know how that worked. I ain't trying to bite the apple that made me sick again. Oh, this is just beyond gorgeous. Oh my God, bud. I'm going to tell you what, when you see this pan, you're going to be like, whoa, 3 buckets? Literally, bud, 3 buckets off the top, bro. Oh my God. This is nice. Jeez. I'm losing pieces. Get back up there. Little tiny pieces, bud, running away.
Wow, look at that.
Nice. That's a pay dirt bag.
Yes, sir. From GCMC Mining, Tony. Tony and his boy. Ed hooked me up. HD Show Ed hooked me up for my birthday.
Right on.
We went down there dredging. He came down and he said, well, you're going to get a gram of gold whether you find any or not. I was like, oh, shit.
That's awesome. That's cool. I am beyond amazed for this. Nice.
So it's been a couple weeks since you got out, huh? Some nice chunky pieces, man.
I went out to the track yesterday, you know what I'm saying? I've been okay, but I haven't been like going out. Yeah. Oh, panning? No, I ain't been panning. No, concentrating on getting the bike done. I had to touch a few things up.
That's a nice little bit of gold there.
I was trying to get the last of the runs in this year before track closes it up because I'm going to have to winterize the bike motor, and I got to get the frame prepped for paint this winter. You guys all see it this spring in the next video that I bring up. It'll be all painted. I got a professional paint job for free.
Gotta love that.
I wasn't expecting it at all. Neither did I go looking for it, brother. I happened to be driving past a guy who had an old hot rod that was on fire on the side of the road, and I happened to have gold mining buckets in the back of the car. I went up the street and grabbed some water from the river real close by and went back and doused his car. Saved it from catching on fire. He had fuel lines up over the top of the wheel well where the brakes had caught on fire. A couple months later, he kept saying, what can I do for you? What can I do for you, man? Please let me do something for you. You just saved my $40,000 car.
Right.
I said, man, I just want to see another hot rod guy make it, bud. That's all. Just share and like my stuff if you see it, bud. That's all. If you like it, share it, whatnot. Here's my link. Later on, I find out the guy is oh, that's kick ass. Look at that.
That was a nice little piece in the bigs. Alaska gold.
That's from Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're doing that to me, you're going to be making me look bad if I go to show you this. What I got's natural placer out of 3 5-gallon pails from Vermont.
16 awesome people in the house.
I'm going to...
Mark Miller, what's up, brother? Sorry I'm not paying attention to the chat. Trying to pan this stuff out. So anybody get to go out this weekend and do any prospecting or panning or sluicing or anything? A3 said, I married a Greek goddess and can whack me in a minute.
I got the pan cam in on your backstage.
Pan cam? Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. It's in the pan.
I hope this is not a porn bomb.
Oh, geez, you wouldn't expect that from me. Dude, I was wicked tight when that happened, bro. I was like, bro, are you freaking kidding me right now? That's the first time I've seen somebody do that sleazy crap.
Yeah.
I don't think it wants to load up. What the heck? Well, I guess not. I don't understand why that thing ain't working today. I tried live streaming earlier. It did that to me. I wonder if it's because I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi's been giving everybody problems this weekend.
Sorry about that. Well, let's see if we can get you a good little shot here. Bring your flashlight over here for me, please. Let's see if we can get a shot in there. Can you get a shot of that, Wayne? That's
There
3.
you go.
Not bad. Just only 3 buckets there, buddy.
Pretty cool.
I also got another jar of stuff too that's going in there. That's obviously the Halloween Huck stuff. I believe I had snuffed up a few big pieces while I was on the river with Joe. I didn't want to lose them.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? Thank you. I appreciate it. Grandma Kelly, if anybody hasn't checked out her channel, she does magnet fishing and metal detecting. Very cool.
I'm gonna have to show Joseph this.
Mhm.
Him and I have been working that spot, seeing what we got.
Some more little shiny there.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. That's 3 buckets.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's better than ever that we found 3 buckets. Geez, I can't even count how many colors are there. I don't know how to send that out to you, brother, but here's that in your text message. That's 3 buckets with a good picture for you.
Oh. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Got to grab a snuffer. A snuffer bottle.
I don't remember where the heck I put mine.
Snuffer bottle.
See, that's pretty darn good, man. I don't think we've ever cleared out that much up here with 3 buckets. That's pretty rich ground for what we have. Doing pretty good if you can find that much in 3 buckets around here. Not bad at all. You just go down to the river and hang out. I'm about to hit everything I got down in that pan. You want to see all of that at once? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
God. That is super cool.
No.
Well, you know, they say, oh, gold shouldn't float. Yeah, bull crap. I'm watching them, quite a bit of it floating right here.
Donna Moskowitz in the house. I'm Zachin's in the house. What's up, guys? Well, guess I'm going to have to leave that gold in there because I can't find my snuffer bottle. It's probably out in the camper.
You get that all winterized yet?
Nah.
Nah.
It's all drained, but I just got back from North Carolina last week.
Wow. That's really good. Holy crap. Yeah.
This is everything that came from the 3 buckets, and this is everything total.
You're not putting that in there. You can't throw all of that in there. That's 2 years of you panning.
Donna's watching the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. She'll be back later. The Phillies made it to the NLCS. See if we can, if anybody wants to come on up.
I don't even know where I put the snuffer bottle at. Is that in the back of the car still, or?
I think so.
I got
gold.
3 of them. I got 3 of them. Can't find the one.
I don't know where the heck I put mine.
I think I put mine in the camper though.
I got gold prospect and stuff scattered all over the place. Just so everybody knows, I got a Halloween hunt going out there. $5 an entry, $20 get you 5. Everything that I'm putting together here goes into a 1-pound pay dirt bag and gets shipped out. If you're a United States citizen, mailing address, whatever, be subscribed to my channel, and you can get my Cash App information on my community tab, and I will put you down in the books. We're going to do an old school ticket raffle kind of deal out of a...
Oh, this pan's... Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Dad, I apologize.
What's that, buddy?
Go ahead, finish up.
Well, I was just going to say we're going to do a legitimate, like, pluck out the jar type deal with tickets. So we're going to have our youngest draw that there on Halloween.
Cool.
So...
Robinson was asking how the pan's holding up. It's holding up very well, brother. I like this pan.
Sending you another message there, buddy.
Yeah, I can't see him, dude, because it's my phone's doing the StreamYard.
Yep, that's fine. That second one there is going to be the total take so far going into the pay dirt bag.
Yeah, I'm giving one of these upcoming weeks here. I'm going to be doing my 1,000 sub giveaway. So, be a good idea to be in the house when that happens.
I've got minimal entries into my Halloween hunt, so whoever's involved is going to get an easy win.
Why don't you drop your Cash App in the chat there, brother?
Yeah, because it's going to be an easy win out of a couple people. You know what I'm saying? I just literally put 2 years of my panning gold into this thing, so.
Gets cold up here, Zach. Sometimes we got to winterize our stuff. For me, I don't think it's too bad. I just got to drain everything out and then put some marine antifreeze in the trap in my sink. I think that's it. But my wife, Miss Patriots' brother, he's been camping for a long time. He's going to show me how to do it. You know what I mean? Give me a little tutorial. Should be all right. Not cold yet, but it's going to get there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's getting cold quick, bud. Mm-hmm. Where's the darn URL here? Oh, there it is. There we go.
Not too much magnetics in this one, which is cool.
Yes, I'm doing 5 for 20. You get an extra 1 ticket if you buy 5. So if you buy, well, basically you buy 4, get 1. In simple terms. Yeah, you got quite a bit of gold up on here. Matter of fact, while we're sitting right here, I'm actually going to put a picture of what I just threw in the pan and just sent over to PA on his phone. Then that way you guys can actually see what's going into this pay bag. Whoever gets this pay bag will not be disappointed. That's a fact.
Boy, I bet you the mad porn bomber's pissed now. You know what I mean?
I can't believe that crap, bro. They can be
He's
a
a-
pissed all they want.
He's a pussy.
Well, just tells you how much about their character, bro. You gotta hide behind something, man. Like if you got something to say it, bro.
Yeah.
You want to be a shitbag? Excuse my language, guys. If you want to be a shitbag, then just be a shitbag out in person. Don't hide behind the freaking camera.
Yeah.
If I'm an asshole, I'll be an asshole straight up. I'll do it to your face. You know what I mean, dude? Like, come on now. Come on. All right, everybody. That's posted on the community tab, so y'all can take a look up on that. It's on my community tab, Whipple Creek Racing official channel. That is all going into the pay dirt bag. And if I do happen to collect any more between now and Halloween, that goes in it too. Every piece I get until Halloween will go into this pay bag here. So, you know, one ticket could win you. It's only $5 a ticket.
Did you put your Did you put your Cash App in there?
I did, sir. I did. I actually have some people coming through. Brad Hayden, I got you, brother. I'm going to put everybody down on the list here. Let me get, no, wait, I set it over here, actually, where the time slips went for the race bike up there. What? It's got everybody on it already. That paper right there has everybody on it.
That one?
Yep.
You need a pen?
Yeti Mountain Trading, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Okay, so there's that one. Robinson Prospecting. That's Brad, right?
Yes.
Yes,
No,
sir.
Robinson Prospecting, that's RPE.
Okay, so that's RPE. Okay, so Brad, that was a different one. Where was he? Oh, Rocky Mountain Prospector. That was him. Okay, I got you. For RMP. Yep. So I got you 5 tickets. Rocky Mountain Prospector.
Eric, we extended this bad boy. Oh, yeah.
How'd that work? You get to run it after you put the extension?
I actually forgot to bring it with me. We'll get it out there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, I took the torch and heated up the 2 little sides, bent them up a little bit, formed them around the other one, and it worked out well, man.
That's what's up. It looked all right, man. I'm just worried about it floating away. My butt would put it in some raging water and turn around and knock it out of there on accident. I'll be chasing it down the river.
Throw a rock on it. Put a couple bars across it and put a rock on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh, I didn't bring that out with me, did I, the day that I met you? I didn't have that with me.
Nope, you did not. But I did go out with Joseph, and we did play around with it, so I got to see it work in the blue one.
Oh, yeah. I sent him one. That's right.
Yep. Yes, sir. A3 Skywalker. Hey, jeez, I'm stumbling on my words. I need a sip of coffee. A3 Skywalker, I got you as well. You are now enrolled.
Sky Warrior.
Skywalker. Sky Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, buddy. Sorry. I need to take a pause, take some medicine here in a minute. Fumbling over thing. A3 Sky Warrior. Sky Warrior. You've got 5.
I'll have to go to the.
You're entered as well. Thank you very much, everybody. We do big here. Let's make Culver happy, all right?
James was in here a little while ago. Jason E. Minor, what's up, brother?
We can do good here. We'll send a good chunk over to him. Give him a little Halloween treat. No tricks for him this year, huh? Jeez, I got emails coming in. Okay, that's the same one. All right. All righty. Subscribers going up. I appreciate every one of you guys out there. You could, if you haven't hit the like button there, hit the like for PA, would you? We'll send those numbers up for him. Let's see what we got. Robinson. But have you ever watched any of the crazy Russian hacker videos?
I don't think so.
He had some gold mining stuff back in the day. He likes to play around with that. Cass, I got you too.
Somebody told me that's illegal to gold mine and sluice over in Russia.
No, he's doing pay dirt bags in his driveway, bud.
Oh. Definitely don't want to be going to no Russian jail.
No, dude. That's funny. Found a wheat penny not too long ago.
Metal detecting?
No, dude, it was in my change.
Nice.
Yeah. I usually keep a change jar. When my pocket gets too thick of change and I get sick of sitting on a lump, I throw it in the change jar. So I was just like, well, hey, before I bring it over to the Coinstar, because I'm lazy and don't want to roll them, I'll send them through Coinstar. Well, I'm like, screw it. Let's look through and see what we got. So I started pulling them. And sure enough, there was I got 2 wheat pennies out of that. Yeah, I did. I got one really, a 48. I got a 1948 wheat penny, and then the other one's a little newer than that. The gold wheel. Yes, he was using the gold wheel. You're right, Stacy. Yep, he had that little blue spiral wheel in his driveway. He was trying something else too, but he had a little bit of too much flow and stuff. I gave him a few pointers back in the day, and he took advice, but he does a few things that are a little bit sketchy, but each of us our own. If he wants to fart around and do that, then he can do whatever he wants.
Richard said, lick the like button for PA Patriot. PA's whole.
Hashtag PA Holio. What's up, Jason? He says he
Hey,
doesn't.
Maria.
Prospector Jason E. Minor goes, I don't know where my cell has been, so I don't want to lick it. It's probably in your back pocket after like gas station hot dogs or something, right? But that would be me. I'd be like, forget what's in your back pocket, go to pick up your phone and be like, wow, what the hell's that smell?
James, I want a bag too, brother. I'll send you some money on Tuesday.
He'd be licking my arse. That's great. So you don't know where that darn thing been.
How you doing, Maria?
You know when you like let one go in your car and then you get out and you come back after a couple hours and you forget what you did when you left your car. And then you get back in your car and you're reminded very, very quickly of what happened in your car before you got out. I've been there. Oh, dude, those 100-degree weather days, you come back out after it for a lunch break or something, and you're like, wow, did I shit my pants before I got out of here? Jeez. No, for real, I've done that. I thought somebody was in the car before.
Yeah, James, I want to get me one of them ghost towns, baby. I've been hearing a lot about them.
Those have been red, too. They've been using some red crush in there. I think, who did it in a bowl? Who tried doing it in the bowl? It took them forever.
Yeah, everybody, if you want to get some good pay dirt, hit James Culver up because he's really in need of selling some of them bags, man. So hook him up. Smart feller or a fart smeller?
Both.
All right, Robinson, thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate it. Can't wait to get that extended RPA out there and give it a shot.
Thanks for the sub, brother. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Cold pan and suntan in here?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Culver was mentioning.
I don't think I seen him up there. I'm looking now. I don't.
Have a
No.
great night, Art.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen him in here, buddy. Culver, have your second bag for when the snow flies. Yes, I was running. I was asking who was trying to run that in the blue ball. Yeah, buddy. I can't remember. It said Ghost Town Pater on their page and whatnot, but I don't remember. They had to run it for a couple hours, if I remember correctly.
That's the only thing bad about a blue ball. It takes forever.
Oh, dude. First time I ever tried one of those things, I said, nope, good thing I never spent my money on one.
I heard you can run them hot with a Dream Mat in them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I bought one for my buddy, sent it to him as a gift, and we weren't friends after that anymore. So I don't know what happened with it.
Wow. It was gold pans. Yep. That's what was being brought up. Gold pans and suntans. Culver said that. That's what he was meaning. That's the guy who tried running his Ghost Town Paydirt stuff in that blue bowl.
It's all sour. Needs to get cleaned out.
Yeah. Said silicone mat for the blue bowl. Stacy did. I just think a shelf is a good spot for it. Well, of course we're in a hurry. We got that gold fever, Jason. If I run mine on my sluice box, I don't have to worry about time. I do all the work on the river. I bring it back home, hit it with the sluice box. I'm done within 10 minutes, 15 minutes running this big container of concentrate through there. And then it takes me like 3 minutes to pan it out, and it's in a snuffer completely clean. No hassle.
Got some more shiny.
Nice little pile up in there. I thought that said Regal Eagle. It's Regal Eye.
Eagle Eyes in the house.
Oh, it is Eagle Eye. All right, my bad.
What's up, Kenny?
Yeah, the blue bull is SAF. Big facts. I mean, I could see a good use for it if it was like really, really fine stuff, but I've noticed that the heavies that we have here in Vermont in the blue bowl are heavier than the flakes of gold. So if you turn the blue bowl up too much with the material we have here, it takes the flour gold right with it. It'll strip it right out.
Yeah, you need a military up there, bro.
I've been pretty darn good with a little slow moving, low angle sluice box. You just run it out. I put a 1/4 inch 1/8 inch classifier on that thing. I classify it down to 1/8 inch, and then I run it on this little sluice box, 3-inch wide sluice box here. And I'm left with like 2-3 tablespoons of concentrate to go through. I've ran my tailings a bunch of times when I first started running my sluice, and I'd find like 1-3 micro fly poops in a whole entire bin of tailings. So
Right.
my losses are minimal. Yeah, Yeah, I do the same thing, Jason. I put myself into a hurting after digging. Then I'm down for the count for a few days.
I'll tell you, Kenny's been on some good gold eagle eye prospecting. He's been getting 40, 50 pieces in a pan, man. That's pretty good. I'm not
That's
sure where he's at, up in PA somewhere or maybe New York, but he's being secretive. I would love to get out and go prospecting with him again. He was one of the first YouTubers I ever went prospecting with, but he has odd hours and he works. The only day he has off is Monday and Tuesday, and it's hard for me to get them days off.
What's up, Alice Wonderland?
That's Maria. She's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I guess my noggin works a little bit. Culver was saying that anything under 30 mesh, it is useful. That real fine stuff. I've tried to lower my shoveling when I go out to the river. I don't want to overdo it. Sometimes I overdo it, and then I'm down for like a whole entire week with my back hurting.
That's why I got that dredge, man, for the high bagger.
That would make me hungry. I'd be wanting more, bud. I'd be out there trying to move giant boulders. Let's go. Let's clear this. Let's go. We want bedrock, bro.
I was. I spent a lot of time over last weekend throwing boulders, man.
It's not too bad when you're in the water, man. But
No,
once they get to the edge and you get them halfway out of the water, you start to crap your pants when you pick up on them.
yeah, I built like a wall behind me, and I was filling in another hole, so it wasn't too bad. I was just chucking them back into the hole behind me, which was all right. And then it started building up, and I was like, now I'm throwing them forward, out of my way. But it was a good little area.
Night, Scott Sharp.
Scott, see you, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it, man. Jason E. Meyer says, Dan, I'll take you to my spot, but I have to blindfold you and spin you upside down for the ride. But I'll take you there. You in PA? You in PA, Jason E. Meyer?
That's funny.
Where you at, brother?
Stacy said you can come crawl into his tree hole. We can come hang out in the tree hole. What kind of gold coming out of that? I have to go back and look again. I watched too many videos, man. Heath, what's up?
Heath Doty, what's going on?
Been MIA for a little bit. Hope you're all right.
I think he's been working, was the word.
That's good.
Jeez. We've got quite the gold going there, so we're going to have to get another 2 trips out to the river at least before Halloween comes up.
Before it starts to freeze up there.
Yeah, it's already pretty darn cold up here. I'll have to probably put the insulated hoodie on.
Where you at, Jason E. Miner?
Got a 10th gram picker out of there this year. How are the fines looking? To be honest, I'd rather chase a bunch of fines if there wasn't like a lot of pickers around. Just adds up quicker, I think.
Michigan.
See, everybody, I told you ever since you and I got together, everything I've been hearing is Michigan, Michigan, Michigan this, Michigan that. Jeez, I need to go racing in Michigan, bud. That's where all the racers are at.
Sorry about your luck.
All right, Heath. I mean, when you feel like coming up and you got some time, you can give me a shout, brother. I'll see if I'm available. Might get rained out tomorrow for work. I don't know what's going on. Supposed to go build some stairs on a deck. Yeah, I do the drag racing, and I've been wanting to put the thing down the dirt on a dirt drag, but I have to invest in a paddle tire to do any of that. Right now, eighth mile, we're right around 5.8 seconds to eighth mile, so that's pretty quick. Usually dirt drags are what, 300 foot, 100 foot. Let me see. I'll look on my slip real quick. We'll see what it does on asphalt for 300. 330. We're at 5.29 seconds right now. I can make it quicker. Throw more gear at it.
So I bought a scuba mask and a snorkel, and I couldn't get it to seal.
Huh.
Because of my beard.
I was just going to ask you if you had facial hair that was stopping it from sealing.
Yep, beard and mustache. Wouldn't let it seal. Kept filling up with water. It was really aggravating.
It would do that to me too, bud, and I ain't cutting it off. It was driving me nuts yesterday when I was out there trying to get the strap all comfortable around the neck on my helmet when I was getting ready to run. It kept binding and pulling the hair, and I was like, oh my God. I don't want to cut it off, though. Picked up a new shirt. It's got my name on it.
It's more shiny. It's a nice bag, man. Definitely a nice bag.
That's another pan? That looked like the last one.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's the last of it.
Cool.
That is the last of
it. For Stacy goes, use Vaseline in your mustache to help the seal. He's got a good point.
I got something better. F the bullshit. So there we go.
Have to go Hitler style. Gas mask is why you had the itty bitty stash. Yo. Oh man. That's funny. It don't look like it wants to come apart.
Nah, it doesn't.
That's what mine was just doing. Just sticking together. Got to do the shimmy shake.
That's what I just did.
Or as Jeff Williams would call it, the Williams wiggle. A little Alabama bump and a Williams wiggle. Oh, wow. Look at the fines up in that one.
Yeah, man.
Nice. John Ehrman Diggin FLA. Get one of those full mask with the built-in snorkel.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you what I got in a minute here after I clean this up a little so I can show you what I got out of the gold. I did get one of them.
Yeah, that'd be beneficial. I gotta hide my face for a second. I won't porn bomb you, I swear. I still can't believe that, bro. You told me about it once, and I was like, nah, somebody just being stupid. Nah,
Yeah, well, they were stupid twice.
Yeah, I see that. And grew a set of cojones. Did it again. I thought they did.
Punk asses.
Oh, yeah. It don't matter where you go, unfortunately, these days, you're going to end up with those kind of freaking people unless we hit the hills. That's why I like to sit on.
That ain't bad.
Hey, that's last one.
Plus this piece here.
Oh, that was the full bag. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice little picker too. Do you got a scale near you?
I do.
I wonder what that bigger one weighs. What's the big piece weigh, sir?
I do.
He says you could always get a big brass dive helmet. Oh, man. I can see PA coming out of the hole like that.
0.15.
That's a 0.15? Nice.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Yeah, it sounds heavy, dog. You can hear it on the camera. Stacy says, or you can get a super light 27 dive helmet. They have neck seals. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yo.
You putting on some hair for the winter, it looks like, huh?
A little bit.
Get cold.
Did throw on the red, your white jersey, show my age, 1988. It still fits.
29 going on 30, right?
1988.
Oh, man.
Gangrene defense.
I was a nut stain at that time. Come on now.
Got the Jerome Brown patch on it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that is a pretty badass jersey. Stacy said he actually has one of those brass helmets. Yeah, I gotta see. Dan, you should make a video about that thing if you got that. That'd be pretty cool. Do some informational on it. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, baby.
Look at that snorkel. What?
Yeah, baby.
What in the world is that?
It's also got the hookup for the GoPro.
Oh, cool.
Hook it up right on the side of your face there.
I think that snorkel looks pretty darn dope, man. That is pretty freaking cool. But it looks like you're going into a paintball war with that thing. Is there a check valve on that?
Yep. It doesn't let any water in. So when you breathe in it, it breathes down the one end of it, and then it blows out the back. So there's two different channels in here. It's pretty cool.
So if you took a breath, dove down, and came back up, do you have to blow out to get air to come back in and clear your channel in the snorkel, or does it have a flapper up there?
It's got a flapper. It won't let water in.
So that's cool. So yeah, that's what I was meaning, a diaphragm where you can go down and it doesn't fill. Oh, that is sick.
This is where the air comes in, and this is where it blows out. And it puts the fresh air into the mesh, so it doesn't fog up, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty slick, bro.
Yeah, I was sitting upstairs when I first got it. I was wearing it for like 20 minutes. Could breathe fine, like you didn't even have it on.
All sitting in the gear inside.
I was just checking it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I looked over and my wife was like convulsing. I'm like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "I can't breathe with you having that on your face." She has claustrophobia. I'm like, "I'm sorry."
You legitimately looked like somebody that come off from that video game Halo, or it looks like you were getting ready to go into an airsoft battle or a paintball war.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
So you got a full seal. It goes up across your forehead, down the side, and then under
Yep.
your chin.
Under your chin, yep.
Okay. That is pretty cool. And it doesn't weigh 100 pounds.
No, it's light. And inside, you got this fits around your nose and mouth to breathe. So it's cool, man.
So your mouth, nose section's sealed
Separate.
off from your
It's separate from the eye thing, yeah.
So that'll help with fogging too.
Well, the fresh air comes in. When it comes down into the tube, it goes into the mask, and then you suck it into the mouthpiece. And then when you blow out, it goes right out the tube. So the heat from your breath doesn't get inside the mask, but it brings the cool air in from outside. Yeah.
No shit. Look at that.
Very cool, man.
What's the brand of that?
Seaview.
Seaview.
Yes, it's a V3 Seaview.
Stacy says never sneeze in a full mask. Seaview 180. Oh, you can see on the side because it's a full clear frame. So you've got a 180 view, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It was cheap too. It was only $59, man.
Hey. Christmas is coming up. Pretty slick mask he's got there, honey. What was it? $60?
Yep.
$60. It's got a dual diaphragm, an inlet and an outlet on it, and your eye section is sealed from your mouth section that you breathe from. And when you breathe in, it pulls in through the eye mask section into your mouth. So you're breathing in condensation, blowing in all that warm air right out of it. So it won't fog up on you.
Yep. And if you do get water in it, like if you're down in the water, if you do get water in the mask, you just come out and it drains out. It's got a drain system in it down here that the water will drain out of.
Whoa,
you just blow it out. You know what I mean?
Come up out of the water, you just blow out and it clears the bottom of the mask.
Instead of being with your head down looking in the water, just come up like this straight and blow it out. It'll blow right out of it.
Yeah, I'm a bit dumbfounded right now. Holy shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
That $60 price tag. I might shave my beard for that. I've got some nice holes to go down in here. You've seen them, bud. There are spots humans have not been.
Yes.
You're not going to go down there unless you're crazy. I'm a bit crazy, man. You boulder to me with a rope on me and drop me in the hole, bud. I'll be fine. As long as I got a knife on my wrist, I'll be able to cut the rope if I got to get out.
But it also said that some of them masks, there was a problem with CO2, and you could actually get in trouble with it. You know what I mean? And I wanted to make sure I didn't have a CO2 backing up problem. You know.
Says Stacy said, scrub that nose mouth cover after every dive, or it grows some funky things. Oh wow. A3 Sky Warrior. My first dive in 92 had 2 glass lenses so I could see. Ordered prescription goggles.
Man, that must have been expensive.
Yeah. Glasses are expensive all on their own, bud.
So how would you scrub it out, 406?
Season it like our gold pans.
Save the beard, Jason said.
I'm hearing metal detecting. I thought you were listening and watching metal detecting. It's the darn YouTube over here on the TV. I was like, who the heck's got a metal detector on? Are you watching metal detecting in there? Where'd that thing go? Well, there it is. Wasn't really noticing that was going on.
James, I was gonna try and break him a little bit for you today if the Eagles won and say, yeah, we're the only undefeated team left. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Oh my God, that is the thickest line of gold in my pan I've ever seen. And to think that just this little tiny bit of gold is literally like my first 2 years of gold prospecting.
Okay, long, skinny, round brush, Dawn ditch soap. Cool.
Jeez.
Pull it out, clean every crevice with soap water, make sure it's dry, and replace it. All right. That's cool.
The Navy gave you LASIK eye surgery in 2002. I think my dad had to go through that, and it ended up messing his eyes up. He has like these super thick lenses now.
Yeah, well, when your two starting cornerbacks get hurt and your safety, it's not going to be a good day.
A3 Sky Warrior.
And your right tackle. They all went out today on the Eagles.
A3 Sky Warrior said it used soap and water and a touch of bleach. See, Dawn dish soap is the shiznit. We use that stuff for everything.
Just a touch of bleach, a little one. So I kept getting clogged in my dredge. You know what I mean? When I bought the suction nozzle, they put a 2-inch ring on the top, or a 2.5-inch ring on the top of it, right? And the welds kind of stuck out from the edge, so it was bigger than 2.5 inch. I bought this.
Yeah.
Now, if I would have had this on there, I wouldn't have got clogged. I spent a lot of time unclogging my line because the rocks are flat in North Carolina.
Yep.
And I spent a whole lot of time clearing clogs. You know, I actually bought one of them batons they use to beat the tires with at the truck stops for the next time. But I'm going to cut that ring off my suction nozzle. Either that or grind the welds off so I can slip this over it.
Oh, that's right. I was just going to ask you, why didn't you bring that thing down? And you just reminded me that the dredge nozzle head was a little bit wide.
Yeah, so I either got to grind it off, or I'm going to cut it off completely, because once I cut it off, I'm not going to need the ring on there once I have this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I was wondering why you were getting clogged, because last time I talked to you, you had that thing. I thought you were going to use it.
Well, I had plastic fittings for my discharge line to the suction nozzle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like tapping it on a rock to clear it, like it was getting stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I would tap it and it would clear out, you know. And then the last time I went to clear it, I tapped it and it hit the plastic fitting and
oh man.
But it was the end of the day. I was just getting ready to get out of the water, and I'm like, I'm done. And I looked over at Miss Patriots. I said, what time is it? She said 10:04. I said, good. 4 o'clock we were getting out anyway. You know what I mean? So it got me the whole 2 days, and I dredged for a good 10 hours, man. And I can't wait to go through the cons, because I was in some good, thick, red clay, man. And I know there's gold in it because I seen some guys pulling it out. When I went back, WK had dredged it with Josh from Native Arizona Adventures. And I'm like, oh, man, they hit the hole. But right in front of their hole was up to the dam, hadn't been touched yet. I was like, nice. You know what I mean? So I got to get in there.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to find some good gold in that. So we'll see, you know.
Yeah, I seen you had quite the hole dug up by the time it was dark, and you did your little short there.
Give me 1 second, brother. Somebody just asked for the link.
Oh, Stacy did, yeah.
Dude. Still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah, you just froze up. You're all right. Once you come back, you'll be back up. How much cons? Culver asking how much cons did you end up getting from your dredge trip?
Not a whole lot because I was running that dream mat, that dredge mat. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you, buddy, loud and clear. You just froze up. There you are.
Stacy, I just sent you the link, bro.
So you said you had dream mat in it, or did you have the other mat in it?
It came with goat hog mat, and I bought an 8-inch dredge mat, and I modified the high banker for when I dredge instead of shoveling into it. I modified it with the 8-inch dredge mat. So I was running the dredge mat, and I didn't have a whole lot of cons left because Dream Mat doesn't give you a lot of cons. I'm telling you, man. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that stuff clears off a lot of the extra overburden. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I would say maybe a quarter or two at the most. 10 hours of dredging.
That's going to be some rich cons if you're in some stuff though, because I've seen what that gold mat will do, that dream mat, and it literally it concentrates basically everything other than gold is stripped off.
I sent you the link.
I've watched Joe use the dream mat himself too, and it works really good. Even for the really, really fine stuff, it works. What's up, Stace?
What's going on?
Stacy, what's up, brother?
Not much. You see my headline under there?
No, not a porn bot. That's great. Oh man.
Yeah, I was impressed. I'm like, did I lose stuff? You know what I mean? Like with the dredge mat. But HD was there. HD Shovelhead and Scott Sharp, and HD had about the same amount of cons. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, so
nice.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Just make sure you take that that little cover and just scrub it out real good, man. Otherwise, it'll grow some funky stuff, and you don't want to be breathing and licking that. And no, bad voodoo.
A new ecosystem.
It's made out of what? Silicone rubber?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, it should you can just stretch it and pop it out, and just be real careful. Don't yank on it, just kind of stretch it real easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, horrible weather for next weekend. Looks like it doesn't look like it's going to be the greatest. Want some nice weather for Saturday. You're supposed to get maybe one race in for the rest of the year. Get some professional help tuning the clutches on it. Were you on earlier 406?
On what?
On this, I had brought up one of the guys had a motorcycle that's won a handful of championships across the East Coast here, and the bike's been 888 on nitrous. And
that's what you were saying.
Yeah, this guy unstrapped the darn thing. It's been dusty, not running for a year. He went and actually pulled the thing off the trailer and unstrapped it and everything else, got it running and stuff, and had me sit up on it and was talking about possibly sticking me on it for a few.
You take it for a rip?
Oh yeah. I'm much smaller than that guy. Nothing against him. he's a bigger dude. You know what I mean? He's
Right.
probably 350. He's a big boy, you know, big old timer. But, you know, somebody like my size, 160, 175 pounds, you stick me at my lanky ass on that thing and it's going to rip.
Yeah, put my 5'6", 140-pound ass on it.
It might throw you off, and I watched him take a quick hit in the driveway there or the pits, and the thing freaking ramped up on the back tire like that. It hit the wheelie bar and rolled out. I was like, holy crap. And that was just a light hit with no nitrous. You know, pretty nifty. He's willing to help me out with the clutching and stuff. So he's been a
Nice.
really good dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want you breathing all that and getting all that funky wonderfulness, you know, in your mask growing. You know, that stuff can make you sick.
Yeah, I'm already having breathing problems. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Mary's in the house.
Mary, how's it going? Our
Hi, Mary.
Gold Fam secretary.
Disappointed with that mile per hour, man.
What's your first time this year?
No, I've had maybe 18 passes this year. Bone stock, probably 30 years old with no rebuild.
Yeah. Freshen her up and she'll run.
I don't think I'm going to get much more out of it, bud. So from what I know, Polaris engines before the 488, before 1995, they only had about 50 horsepower. So when I did my math based on mile per hour and my ET and roughly the rider machine weight, total weight, when we're going ready to go down the track with me on it, it's telling me on my estimates that I'm only getting about 31 horsepower to the ground right now, which is lining up with my numbers that I have on paper.
Can you re-gear it?
This is the re-gear. Yeah, this is as quick as I'm going to be able to get it right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna need. It sounds like it needs to freshen up.
Needs more power is what it needs, because even if I freshen it up, it's still going to be 50 horsepower, and I don't have enough power to push it past that 1330 mark.
A little polishing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I'll put my my port timing wheel on there, my degree wheel, and I will figure out what port timing we're looking at, because it's just a piston port right now. I'm going to end up converting it this winter to a reed case engine. So
okay.
I'm going to be milling holes in the side of the bottom end, and I'm going to be adding reed valves to the cases, and I'll be putting pumper style carburetors like chainsaws have, but bigger ones for jet skis. I'm going to put 2 of those on there, and then I've got two identical expansion chambers. So instead of a 2-to-1 exhaust, I'm going to run true twin pipes on it. Play one with the stinger just a little bit.
That'll let her breathe.
Well, the concussive cracks that those pipes are supposed to promote to the exhaust port to help hold the fuel into the motor, it's not working to its best efficiency because it runs 2-to-1. So it's trying to feed the concussive wave to one or the other cylinder. And it's better to just have 2 of them.
Right.
He's just telling me he can show you where to cut that motor and get some more ass out of it.
I already on it.
What's up, Adrian? How you doing, bud? Adrian's over from the UK.
I've had 50cc engines, bud, running 50 mile an hour. Single gear. With my grown ass on it. You know what I mean? What is it? What? Every time I see Whipple name, that commercial pops in my head. Don't squeeze the Charmin.
Don't squeeze the Charmin.
Mr. Whipple.
Hey, here's a fun fact.
We're showing our age.
Did you know that Adam from Mythbusters was on that commercial?
Was he?
Yep, he was a little red-headed guy. That was the Mr. Whipple stock boy.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's too funny. I'm glad I
Wow,
get
we
to
really
get
showing our age, huh?
Nothing personal, Heath.
Hmm.
I'm not one to take advice from people, buddy. That's just the way it is, man. I have people take offense to that, and I do apologize if that's the case. But I have my own things I'm trying to do, and I'm going to stick to my path, buddy. No offense. I appreciate the help, wanting to help. I do.
Prospector Jason E. Monitor said it's safety meeting time.
Nah.
No.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
You know, I hear the same thing from everybody at the track too, and it's funny because even the guy that helps me, he was saying the same thing to me too. He goes, "Why don't you do this? Why don't you just go get another engine, bud? Why don't wouldn't it be easier just to get another engine?" And everybody's right when they say that, but that's the lazy way out of things. And for me to beat these guys on the track with a engine that's smaller than theirs, that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I want to make my engine fast with the old school tricks, like putting reed valves on the cases and making just a little bit more blowdown duration on the port timing so I can achieve higher RPM. I have some tricks up my sleeves where I'm going to actually swap some cylinders over. So this engine's not going to stay air-cooled. It'll be an air-cooled bottom end with a liquid-cooled top end from an engine that doesn't even match up to my engine. So there's machining that's going to happen to make this happen. What?
Oh, is Eric still in chat at all? Do you guys know?
I haven't seen him in a bit, but he was here. Eric Carter, right?
Yeah. He was saying something about the magnetics in Benzo's bag. I'll send him some magnetics.
Mm. He's got the freaking little Rubbermaid bowl of it.
Yeah.
Keep
He
digging.
wants magnetics, huh?
What's up? Keep digging.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Culver, put a video up, brother. Let's see that thing, man. I'll come check it out. I get notifications. I got your stuff turned on.
Ooh, low 11s. Nice.
Yeah, he's saying low 11s, bud. That's not bad. How heavy's that truck, too? Because I can get an estimate of how much power you're putting down. Because if that thing's like 5,000 plus pounds, he's probably pushing 800 horse or more.
Hope all's well, Loretta. 6,500.
Yeah, he's got to be close to 1,000 horse. What'd you do to that darn thing?
Rich said he,
Everclear and moonshine injection when I was a teenager. Was that on your ride or was that you?
Both.
Both.
One for me, one for the car, one for me,
Yo,
one for the car. Two for the car, one for me.
I'm gonna go extra fast.
That's right.
He said he can get 5s out of his 340 on the ice.
Ice ain't asphalt though. That's the thing. All the ice racer guys say they can get your sled going fast on the pavement. It's not the same thing, but it's a completely different ball game. On your tracks, on the sleds, those things, they slip. They have slip no matter what you do, no matter how big your studs are, they are going to spin. On asphalt, you ain't getting that. It's a completely different game. You'll be burning the clutch belts off it. It's a tricky game of too much gear and too little gear. If you ain't got the power to pull the numbers, you ain't going to make the time that you're looking for. There's no way. You got to have so much horsepower to push so heavy of a vehicle to a certain speed at 1,320 feet. And I'm
Yeah,
underpowered right now.
just wanted to say that I'm no longer going to be posting the StreamYard link in the chat. You'll have to email me your phone number and let me know who you are and all that, and I'll send you a link when we're coming up on the live. So just so you know, I mean, if anybody wants to come up, they're going to have to shoot me an email.
Yeah, I typed in the chat link and then it hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh, you're an idiot. Come on. And then,
Yeah, I didn't see it till after you had sent me the
oh,
text.
Well, let me just put it this way. This slip, I'm already in 5s, bud, so I don't need that help. No offense. I'm a 5'1" in the 330. If you're ice racing, you're probably doing a 300-foot race. So I'm already in the 5s. I need to go faster. That ain't fast enough.
Remy, did you ever see a wiper pump with alcohol?
The wiper pump with alcohol. Is he being serious or is that a joke? Because I have heard of some people using their wiper pump button back in the day for like nitrous or like some kind of injection. They would use that instead of a system because you couldn't buy anything.
oh,
No, I didn't get the porn stars tonight, Mary. Again,
Come back
for
waiting
the past couple shows, they've been trying to get in, and I just don't post my link in the chat no more. Just send me an email if you want to come up.
Alice Wonderland. That is a drag race. I run quarter mile. If I have an ATV or a snowmobile on Lebanon Valley Dragway, you can only do 8th mile pulse. So that's actually a beneficial thing to me is that I get to run a quarter mile with snowmobile tech because I built a bike with a snowmobile engine. So I can run a quarter mile.
Ren said, everyone just left and I'm headed to bed.
no.
Have a good night.
Dylan's in the house. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Quarter mile's sick, buddy. Definitely. Way fast. Love it. Yep, Lebanon Valley Dragway. That's 2 hours from me. Yeah. I can't wait until next year, bud. We're going to have a fresh paint job on Tecumseh. We're going to have some reed valves on there. We're going to shoot for, my guess, I'm going to try and push it to, I'm saying at the beginning of the year, I'm hoping to have about 100 horsepower from the 50. I'm going to possibly double the horsepower with what I'm going to do this winter. So
Richard said he did that in '84 with his '74 Nova.
yeah. Those are the days, man. I was born in the wrong time.
Yeah, you are, dude. We had fun back then.
But snowmobile racing and stuff, that was like a big thing. Listen, you won on Sunday, you were gonna sell on Monday. That was their mottos back then, bud. Like you win on Sunday, you win the races, you're gonna be selling sales on Monday. Indian, all those companies way back in the day, that was their mottos, man. They were gonna win on Sunday and sell on Monday.
Yeah, being in the city, I love the street racing, man. We were always down to races every weekend.
We used to meet up and do races over in New York, and it just kind of got to the point where the cops would show up and be like, hey, this isn't Fast and Furious, guys. Kick it out of here. And that's like spewing douchebags comments out of their PA while they're driving by. And it's
John
like,
Jacobs in the house.
yeah, got to go legit and get in trouble.
I'll tell you, we in the city, we would just find an old street in the back somewhere that wasn't used, and they pretty much left us alone until people started getting hurt, and somebody got killed. One of the people setting the race off got killed because the car went sideways.
John
and
Jacobs.
Then they started putting the clamps down on it.
What was he saying? Culver, where you at again? You're saying you're 4,900 up? Well, you got some
Culver's
thin air.
in Colorado.
Oh God, bud, he's
Yeah.
up there, man,
He's
dude.
got some. He's in the altitude.
Dirk
So
Cloud, what's up?
Culver, have you heard of Brent Levstide and his son Shane? Those Brent owns Parts Finder International. It's called PFI Speed in Colorado. He used to put on the PSCA races at Vandermeer. Don't know if you've heard of him or not. I'm trying to get the car tuned by him, but I don't know how that's going to work since he's up in that elevation and we're way down here.
Yeah, what's your elevation?
I'm like right where I'm at in the valley of Rutland. We're looking at about just under 500 foot above sea level. But if you get at the base of Killington Mountain, you're about like 1,200, 1,300 feet
Oh,
above.
jeez.
But the top of Killington is like 4,200 feet above sea level. So we're almost at his level if I get to the top of Killington here.
Very cool, John Jacobs.
God, I don't know if you can, tell me if I'm wrong. I think actually Culver's because Denver's a mile, 5,000. I think he's above 5,000.
I think he may be right about numbers because he's saying that Brent and them are right around the corner, or they're on the east slope. He's heard of them, but they were saying something about being around 4,900, 5,000 around that area as well when they've been tuning, because they have guys stop in the PFI and have Brent tune their cars because he knows how to tune their cars for that elevation. You know what I'm saying? And he's good at it.
Yeah, he's Culver says he's at 6,200. So he
said his house is at 62. Yeah.
Right. And
So what do you got to do to a car with the thinner oxygen up there?
So
to make it produce?
Really, your best bet is to grab a bottle of nitrous, bro.
Really?
I mean, it doesn't matter. So your nitrous guys at higher elevation actually have the advantage because they've got an atmosphere in a bottle, bro. You know what I mean? Like they've got an atmosphere on tap in the car. A turbo car, supercharger car, turbocharged car, any of those cars they're relying on the atmospheric oxygen to compress it. I mean, you can only grab so much air out and suck it into your forced induction. There's only so much air to grab. You can't add fuel if there's no air to add the fuel. So
it's only going to burn so fast with X amount of fuel is only going to burn X amount with X amount of oxygen.
Right. You got to have your right burn. Right. And if with a turbo car or a naturally aspirated car, they're down on power. They have to pull fuel to make the car run right. But when they pull the fuel, the car is down on power. A nitrous guy, they're down on power on idle, but they can spray the heck out of it.
Right. They're just jamming more O2 in.
Yeah.
Culver's saying cold, dry air is your friend and will be the same as almost sea level. So
yeah.
There's not that much of a difference.
No.
Johnny's Corners in the house.
He's saying that being at sea level is your friend because the air is thicker down here.
Yeah, you got what is it? 6. You guys got 16% more oxygen down on sea level.
I did not know that.
I think that's what it is. I think it's 16.
It's pretty significant.
Because when Gold Eagle came over here, he lives, right in New York City, right on, I think it's the Hudson.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, kind of.
And he came up here, flew up here, and Missoula here is at, I think, 3,200. And then we went and took him up to the Lincoln claim, and that was 6,300. So we halved his oxygen and then halved it again. We dropped him down to 32, dropped 32% oxygen to it,
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, it's no big deal for us. And he was having a little bit breathing troubles and a little anxiety. And I just never thought anything about altitude, you know?
Yeah, you just been there, bud. I don't
Yeah.
think about it much until like I have other people around me that haven't been around, like you're saying. Yeah, I've had people come here and they're like, they get in the mountains with me and they're like, "Oh, I can't breathe," and I'm thinking like, "What the heck? Like,
Yeah.
we're not doing anything."
Yeah.
Luckily,
And then,
I don't
you know,
have no problems.
and then you know, because he was at first he was trying to you know, dig his own dirt and that kind of stuff, and
Mhm.
pretty soon it was like, yeah, no, Joe, just hang out there, I'll dig dirt, I'll keep you and the wife fed, and that, you know.
Culver said he can run 13.5s on 91 with no knock. That sounds about right. I'm at 13.35 right now. I'm running 87. I can run up to 96 octane on the setup I got now, but I'll run out of fuel retard. I don't have enough retard on the timing to cut back for higher fuel. You need to spark that a lot sooner. And one of those things about going up into those high elevations and racing, if you've got any of the forced induction cars, you can add nitrous to get your car up to build boost. So if you're at the line, you can spray a nitrous into the turbos to help spool the turbos up so they can spool up and get enough boost when they're at the tree. You know what I mean? You only got so long to build boost. So if the air's thin in your turbo car is on the two-step and it's taking 30 seconds to get built boost because there's no air, they'll just hit a little nitrous button on a sprayer and it'll spin the turbo over faster, build more boost. A 13.5 is respectable on 91, especially a big truck like that. He said it was 4,600 pounds. Because roughly a 3,500 pound car at 1099, what was it, like 300 or 400 horsepower you needed to get that car to that number? Roughly. That's pretty fast.
I'm only 27, Mary.
You're only 27.
That's right.
I must be still in diapers.
I'm 18 at heart.
I'm 27 with 28 years experience.
Yeah, James said 6,500 pounds with a full tank and a stereo system.
Stereo system. Gotta have your tunes.
Magnets. Those magnets are heavy, man. Those subwoofers. You got a system in there, bro? Adventures with I Am Papaw. What's up?
Now he's got AM, FM, 8-track.
Hey, Papa, what's up, brother? Hope everything's well.
Jason's like, I got all y'all. 17 mentality.
I never got older than 27.
If you want me 27, I'm still a virgin.
I
You
said with
adopted
28
your
years
teenager, isn't that
experience.
right, Mary? Yeah, adopted. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I'm antsy. I hope this guy puts me on his 8-second bike this Saturday. That'd be freaking sweet.
Be a hell of a ride for a little bit.
Only about 8 seconds. Just hang on, bro. That's all.
Wearing nothing but a big pair of sunglasses and shorts and flip-flops.
I don't think they'll be too happy about that one. Yeah, you're going
Sure.
over 120. You got to have a full suit. You can't just have
It sure
half.
did, Heath.
Well, yeah, a full swimming suit. You know, you got your shorts on.
I don't think that's SFI spec.
Man, they take all the fun out of it.
Hey, you know, don't get me wrong, bro. Like racing's fun and all, but it's damn expensive, bro.
Oh yeah, and you need that safety, man. Road rash just is not good.
That's why I bought a genuine Alpenstar suit, bro. Like, I didn't shake a stick at spending over $1,000 on a race suit just because of that fact. You need to pay for safety.
Yep, first time, even on when you're a kid, sliding down the asphalt without anything, man. Yeah.
You bounce up at that age, though. Like last time I fell, I broke my shoulder. That's why I was like, I'm not playing around with safety here.
Yeah.
I broke my shoulder last December. And I didn't, all I did was slipped on skates and fell on my shoulder. You know what I mean? And it was enough to fracture my shoulder. I was like, dude, it's a little bit of a wake up call when you hit the ground and you feel a crack go across the front of your chest. And you're like, that's not normal, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, shit'll buff. Walk it off.
Oh, dude, that's what I did too. I was sitting over in the box on the side, and now, mind you, my shoulder's fractured and shit, and I'm rolling it around, stretching it all out, and I'm like, oh man,
This hurts.
Yeah,
Well, don't do it.
Well, I always said, if you can move it, you're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It ain't broke. I still move it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Oh, I'm fine. Well, I got in the car, buckled up, got back to the house, and I went to take the belt off me, and I couldn't darn move my arm at that time. So it took 10 minutes from there to the house, and it was hurt enough to where I couldn't move it. Couldn't get out of the car. I said, well, time to go to the hospital.
Culver needs all the stereo equipment for the sound of the motor. That's what earbuds are for, man.
He's only got 6 to 8 inch subs, man, and 4 batteries. It'd probably be cheaper to go fast if you didn't have all that weight in there.
Yeah.
You strip 1 pound, it's almost 7 horsepower. Power to weight ratio. I stopped racing, otherwise I'd be divorced. I'm probably going to divorce because of racing. Yeah. I'm sticking with it, man.
So, PA, how'd that dredge work?
It worked well, brother.
Did it?
I had a good time.
I heard you're going to modify your intake. You said you had to grind something off?
Oh, yeah, the suction nozzle.
The diameter is too fat to have that little slip-on head for me.
Oh, okay. Just got a little rim or so. To get that on?
Yeah, the nozzle came with a ring.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time unclogging lines over the weekend. So I'm going to either cut it off or grind the welds down so I can slip this over it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's got to
that
go,
sucks when you have to go and you going along, all good, and then she plugs. And then 2 minutes later, it's plugged. And it plugged. Yeah, you spend more time trying to knock rocks out of it than you do sluicing.
Yep.
These guys all getting after me. Yes, I know it takes longer to heal. I know. I found out. It didn't feel good either, and I refuse pain meds. How big of gaps you got in your screen there? Inch and a half.
Yeah, inch and a half maybe.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll work fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep that bigger shit out of it. Excuse me, but the bigger stuff out of there.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I would get it going and then get back in the hole and have to get right back out of the hole and beat some more rocks. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And the smaller flat ones, I would hit the line and they would move a foot and just stay there again. I'm like, you son of a bitch. But it was fun. Though. I had a good time, man.
Nice.
I got 8 to 10 hours running the dredge over 2 days. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice little fun
came
job.
came home with like a quart and a half of cons with
Nice.
the dream at.
That's what you need, some underwater earbuds. Just
You get to work jamming to some tunes.
jam to some tunes underneath the water, dredging. Or
Mega
turn on
Dog
YouTube and
555. What's up?
What's up, Mega Dog?
how's it going, Mega Dog?
Mary, you're right. You are right. I was like that too. It took me a while before I wanted to go. I hate going to the ER. I can't stand it.
I had my shoulder fixed. I had the
Hurry up
rotator
and
cuff
wait.
fixed.
Yeah, hurry up and wait.
It took 7 months to heal, man. It was messed up.
Dan, you need a spatula connected to your tips so you can flip them rocks out your way. I wish I could flip rocks out of the way like burgers.
They were just under an inch and 3/4, and they were flat, so they were getting stuck. And they would just 2 or 3 of them be in there. One would move to the other one, and they would stack up, and then I had to beat it with a rock to get it out. Now I bought a baton, one of them things they use to beat the tires with on the tractor trailers at the truck store. At the truck stops on the way home, I said, "Yeah, this will work." It was like $10. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it looks like a small baseball bat, but it's like the thicker one.
Yep.
That'll work.
Tire
Great.
thumper.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it my attitude adjuster. Yeah. Hopefully, I run into the porn bomber and I can adjust his attitude.
Yeah.
Rather catch him on the creek bed.
Yeah, porn bomber, you're a dickhead.
Could show your face on the riverbed. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would.
Hey,
He might not come out the riverbed.
Yeah.
One of us will be coming out.
Yeah, fireplace poker would work, Mary, but it's kind of heavy.
That reminds me of a scary movie.
Or
excuse me,
one of those.
Excuse me 1 second, guys. I got a spinny break.
Oh, yep. Or one of those like rubber dead blows works real good.
You remember that movie, Scary Movie? Mary reminded me of that. That dude got stabbed with the fireplace poker. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. 1 second. I got to roll a cancer stick.
Oh, and they leave me. Got to look at my ugly mug.
The show. I'll be right back.
All right, A3. We'll catch you later. Johnny, not much. Just kind of living the dream, dreaming to live. You know how it goes. Been working on some silicone mats and some other secret projects that I think I've got it all worked out. What? You don't like the crazy hair, Mary?
I'm back. Good night, Cole. Or is that somebody else? Is somebody else going?
I didn't hear a ding or anything.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my secret project. I showed you that mold I was working on, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna look good.
But I'm actually gonna do a waterproof bondo over the wood master first. And then I'm gonna do some poly on it and get it really nice and smooth. So I don't want it to have any. It's going to be a drop riffle design, so
Is it?
yeah,
Well, what are you making it out of?
just a silicone or a
Well,
two.
no, your mold.
Well, I started with wood. Got some wood filler in there, and then after the wood filler, I've got waterproof Bondo going on there, finishing it out. And then I'm going to put some clear on top of that, get that put together because I got to do the main. So the first one has to be done in silicone. And
Okay,
the
yeah.
main,
Make sure you put like Dawn dishwashing soap and water. You know, mix it together till you can't feel your finger. You know your
yeah,
fingerprints,
I'm
real
not doing.
slimy, and
Yeah, I'm
paint
not.
that on first. Get it real sloppy and
Yeah, I'm not doing that tight, bud.
oh,
I'm doing
but
the. I'm
it'll
doing the.
still it'll keep a lot of it from sticking.
Yeah, I've got a. Oh crap! I can't remember the name of the stuff. I've got an anti-stick agent for casting that I'm going to be ordering when I do it,
Oh,
and
okay.
I have that comes in the cans, and you spray your casting mold first with that. And then I've got this 2-part polyurethane rubber that I've been looking into for a little bit. I was telling you about a TPR style. It's not a TPR, but it's like TPR after it hardens up. It's like it's almost like a thermoplastic rubber almost.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's a 2-part rubber, solid. It's like a heavy duty, dense rubber, but it's flexible, like the little mini Dream Mat sluices that can
Oh,
flex.
okay.
It's that kind of stuff, but it's a 2-part compound, and it gets kind of hot when it's curing. So you got to have a pretty good mold to do that, or
All right.
the chemical process just gets hot when you mix the two together.
Yeah, it's exothermic.
Right. I couldn't remember the name. It was exothermic. It ends up making a bunch of heat when it mixes, but
Yeah.
whatever, man. Once I get the initial mold made out of silicone, I should be able to get, I'm hoping maybe 200 out of one casting mold. I got to get the right 2-part silicone because I'm going to go 2-part silicone with the buckets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be doing it that way so I can mix my own dyes into it.
Those dyes are kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because
it's small things to test.
The problem with the dyes is you have to be like so precise.
Yeah.
Because let's say you're making a red mat and you're putting in, X amount, then the other, they can come off, a half a shade or a shade even lighter just because of the same material. Just, you all mix a little bit more of this to get it to fire off a little faster.
I'm just going to do. So what I was told to do with the dyes to get a better consistency is make a small item first and then make a silicone casting over that. Build your casting box, put your item in there, fill it with your casting silicone first. Then let that dry, peel your sides off, and then cut your silicone cast in half. Now you're left with the 2 halves of your cast and the items pulled. Now you can put 2 pieces together, sandwich them together, pour into that, and then pull your molded pieces out. So if you start with a small item and you go by weight instead of volume,
right,
you can get a better consistency. And when you find what you want to do on a small number,
then you just scale it up.
Just scale it up and do a big batch and be ready to do the big batch and have your numbers together.
Right.
All. If you can weigh it up, you're a lot closer. That's why the paint is the same way. When you're mixing paints, they go by weight.
See you, Culver.
Casting is fun, bud. I've been interested in that in a long time. I wanted to get into it, and I've just been trying. Taking my time on my first master mold because I don't want it to be I don't want any flaws in it when I pull the first mold out of it,
Right.
It's a big mat. That I got this thing. Geez, it's 12 inches wide at least, and that's cool. A little wooden baton. It's probably
This is for
24 inches.
cleaning the clogs.
That's
19
literally
inch,
for clearing the clog.
19-inch tire thumper.
Oh, that's made for beating on tires?
Yep, for 18-wheeler, but I'm using it to beat clogs out of my dredge line.
Have a good night, Alice.
Yeah,
Alex is taking off.
these are my or molds that I'm running.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The little gold trap deals.
Yeah,
Good night,
these are
Maria.
grizzly bars where it's down, that sticks up. It's kind of a grizzly bar. And then my little cleanup.
Good night, John Jacobs.
And then my other bigger molds are outside.
Yep. Still looking forward to trying what you were putting together there.
Oh yeah, I got molds. I got mats sitting there. I got to get a couple of them sent out and some other stuff sent out. Oh, here's one that. Hang on. A little nugget trap.
Yeah. Yep, the black deal. Yes, sir.
So yeah, they're like I say, I sent some scraps down to I am Zaxxon, and he's down in Barstow, and he heard that there's that the silicone and that kind of stuff will like melt in the heat. So I sent him some samples down, and they were black, and I said, throw them on your roof, just
throw them on
torture
a
test them. Tell me what you think, and because up here in Montana, we don't get 130 degrees or any of that stuff. So
yeah, Prospector Trip was having a problem with the mats that Jason uses. What are they called? The Vortex mats? VDR mats?
Right.
He said they would get sticky out in the heat, and then the gold would stick to them, and he couldn't use them.
Huh.
So he called VDR. They sent him some more, and they did the same thing. And he said he doesn't use VDR no more.
It's probably
I've talked because Carson's about 2 hours away, and he was saying, man, if you can get mats that'll hold up in Barstow for, I told him, throw him on his roof for a year. Let's see what happens. Hang him up outside, keep peace inside, whatever. I don't care. Beat the hell out of them. And if they hold up, Carson says, that's money right there, because mats just don't hold up down in that heat.
Right. Yeah, it's like 115 degrees out there sometimes.
Yeah,
it's like beaten down too.
And so if I can,
so Cole says,
get mats, to last down there, without any problems, or with very minimal amount of destruction or whatever, that
they're gonna get abused, whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
it's just like how much abuse can it take?
Right. Because I know
Stacy is asking about if we could use plaster for molds.
He's saying if you were making a mold for silicone, what would you want to use if you were making a one-off mat?
A one-off mat?
Yeah, what would you use for a mold?
What would I use for a mold?
If you're just making one mat.
Just one mat. Probably. Let me go grab it. I have a piece of it. I'll be right back.
I'll show you my idea of one-off. I use wood. Here's mine without the sides on it. Now you got to think in reverse.
All right. I would just go with like a rib mat. This is a good all-around mat. You can put expanded over the top of it, like I have in my sluice, over the top of this. You know, that's
Right.
what I would use, and that's what I've used for. Well, this piece of mat is 3 years old, and it's still just as tough as the day I made it.
No, I think he's saying, what would you use for a mold
Oh, what would I use for a mold?
Yeah,
if you were
was
just making one mat?
Yeah.
Could you use plaster?
Well, you can use pretty much anything. You can take, let's say, rubber matting that you get from Home Depot, and you can cut some slats, let's say an inch thick and however thick you want them, and then you can just use wood on top of, let's say, melamine, or if you got an old Formica or anything like that.
What I did was I used wood, because regardless, if we're going to use plaster, you have to have a solid object to get your initial shape. So you can't just use plaster.
No, because plaster is water soluble.
Yeah, you have to have some kind. Well, I'm saying you can't just mold plaster into a shape. You have to put it into something to
Right, and
yeah, you'd put a separation agent on a wooden mold like this, and then I'd put the sides on it, like his little 3D printed deals are. They've got the lips on the side.
Yeah.
See how he's got the lip on the side of his? Mine don't have them on it because I have removable ones. And mine's made out of wood. And this is actually the top of my mat. If you guys could understand mat making and whatnot.
You got to think upside down.
It's inverted. So that's actually the top of my mat that's going to be cut out. Now, when I flip it upside down and fill it with material like his are done, you fill it up to the top edge and you put a weight on top of it after kind of making sure all your grooves are nice and filled in with material. If you're using the mix your own silicone job that he does, you're going to mix your stuff and then pack it into the riffles and stuff and make sure there's no bubbles and gaps. And then you put a weighted plate on top of it and let it cure. But if you're going to use plaster, you'd start with a wooden mold. I would suggest a wooden mold. Make your shape. Think inverted. You want to do the opposite of what you want.
Where you want things down, you got to build them up. So you have to think backwards.
So the only reason I would use plaster is if I'm trying to get like multiple units after I make my initial mold. So the master would be the plaster. My first mold job in this wooden mold is going to be of silicone because it's easily moldable and it can be applied off from another mold easily.
Right.
So think of the plaster hardening in the silicone. That's what you want. So this needs to be copied in plaster. So I'm going to put silicone on it, cure it, take it out, cut my edges, put sides on that, and have that flipped up correctly. And then fill that with plaster and repeat the process. But instead of using this, I use the plaster one. And then now I've got a plaster mold that I can pour my silicone in every time that's shaped like this, made of plaster. And then I can put silicone or rubbers or whatever other agent you can think of that doesn't mix badly with plaster. You got to think of that too.
Hang on 1 second.
Hold on. Nick, what's up, brother? Patriot Prospecting Outdoors in the house.
Dutchie.
What's going on, guys? Good to see you, man.
If you can find some way to lock the plaster in from being damaged with water, you will be able to use certain types of mold fillers that do not react badly with the clear coat you used. You have to make sure your compounds do not mix badly when you're
Yeah,
doing
here's
making. Yep, see, there's another master. Yep,
yeah, and this is just aluminum.
Yep.
So then I got a few holes in here because when I put my silicone in, I work from one end to the other, and this is just for it doesn't squirt out all over. It has some place to go. And then just cut that off. Yeah, and mine's just on a chunk of plywood.
Yeah. Any mold maker will tell you the same thing. If you're going to do a one-off or a test, you're going to want to start with your materials being cheap.
Yeah,
Send
and
me
that's
the
what,
link, Nick.
and that mold there, that wooden one there, makes this.
Sorry, I was reading
So
somebody was asking why you're showing the door of your furnace.
the door of my
Mary.
furnace. That's my mold.
Oh, that's funny. I get it now. It looks like the door from one of the furnace sides there.
Hey, Nick, I sent you the link on a text, bro. If you wanted to come up.
Scars.
Oh man. Yeah, I gotta get
Yeah, you can make a mold out of. The sky's the limit, you know. I've heard of guys making molds out of, you know, flooring, anything. If it's, you know, use your imagination. That's what I tell
Yeah.
people.
The silicone
like-
comes off pretty easy, so.
You
I've
know, it just use your imagination. What do you think gold would stick to? Or,
So
you know,
I've seen guys make molds like what we do, but a simple way to make some molds for these guys would be like, so take 2 pieces of plywood, some really thick hardwood plywood, glue them together and make the square size of your mold that you want, right? If you have the availability to a table saw and a way to make your lines perfectly straight through it, set your saw at the angle you want your riffles, and set the plunge depth as far as you want it, and then run that through every so often, you know, measure out how far your riffles want to be and how tall. Heck, you could space them out. These ones are a 1/4 inch tall. The next ones are only an 1/8 inch tall. You could do that. And then when you're done, you flip it over and those 2 pieces of plywood glued together have those grooves cut into it. Put your sides on it, fill it with silicone like Stace does, and bam, sluice mat.
Yep. It's there, you know, like I say, the sky's the limit, you know. It's use your imagination.
I've even
Now, did you
seen
make
guys,
them, Stace?
Do what?
Did you make those?
Yeah, I had them 3D printed.
Right.
So yeah, it's use your imagination. It's the only thing I would say is think upside down. Whatever you want down needs to be the high. It's you got to kind of think upside down. That's the only thing.
yeah.
But if you have, you know, an up down style, you know, up down is up down, you know. You don't have to really worry about thinking backwards. I've seen guys take drywall mud on a piece of plywood and with a
Trowel.
with a trowel and scratch across it.
Yep.
Make swipes and then let it dry. Shellac it and make molds. But you know,
I've seen people just ignore my mold setup on the bottom. So I've seen people take a piece of plywood like this as well. If people are making a homemade sluice for themselves, the thresholds that get used on it. This is my ruler, but I'm going to pretend this is a threshold for the doorways.
Yeah.
The metal thresholds, the one-sided thresholds that have a section that's flat and then it has the transition drop on them.
Mm-hmm.
Those, if you take your table saw and cut lines evenly spaced in a board, take pieces of that and then glue them in there, you made
There's
yourself
your
a
riffles.
box bed.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
You got to thing that people don't really or think about. They think, oh well, I need silicone mats. I need Gold Hog. I need Dream Mat. The old timers, their mats were moss, and sometimes they didn't even have that. They were just square slats across there,
Yeah, they'd have a little piece of one
or
by one in the bottom of a trough.
an old gunny sack they had in the bottom.
Mhm.
If you look, there's Vogus has a video of that's all he had was, or all he used was an old burlap sack, and he sewed slats across it and threw it on a rock and used that as a sluice box.
Yep.
Mountain Baker Mining and Metals went down to Kenya, I think it was, and went mining over there. They use such primitive sluice box tech from like 100 years ago.
Oh yeah.
They do exactly as you're talking. They have burlap sacks cut out into one layer thick sheets, and they lay them in a little flat bed of metal that they've bent sides up on, and they sit there and they put a bucket with a hole cut in the bottom of it at the top of it, and they literally take hand bucket waters over shovelfuls of dirt and run it down over the burlap sack, and that's how they collect their gold. That's how they did it 100 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does do some cool stuff. That's for sure.
Those guys didn't have the technology. Now we have technology. We got the Dream Mat, which is a great thing. I wish they would build it out of something else and it would be a little more amazing. And, there's Gold Hog has a great mat. I'm not ditching on anybody's mat. Everybody has their preference.
Yeah.
And everybody has opinions, and you know what opinions are like. Just whatever. And
opinions are like assholes. Everybody
exactly. And take for a grain of salt to everything. Find something that works for you. And one thing, if it works for you, you'll enjoy it. You'll go out more, and you'll do it more. If let's say DA, all he did was spent a bunch of money on the dredge, and all he did, spend that, and then spends all of his day just unclogging because it's not running right or this. He's not going to use that equipment then. Or somebody built a trommel and it works like crap or works, half-assed. They're not going to use that equipment. Find something that you like and get you out there. That's the main thing.
Yep.
Another thing that people need to take into account as well is that material is definitely going to run different.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's stuff is going to run different. It's going to come out different. You're going to have challenges in one area you won't have to deal with in other areas. Up here, monster pieces of garnet, super heavy garnets, and I mean the black sand and the garnet pieces are so big that this stuff, like your concentrate, looks like it's bluish or red from all the garnet, and it locks your riffles up.
Oh yeah, it's like I say, just find something that works for you and your area, and you know what? It'll be more enjoyable.
we always have losses as well. Nobody's
No,
going to catch
and I don't care
100%.
who's ever. Some people can say, "Oh, mine catches 100%." Blah blah blah. No,
Nah,
don't fall for that. Nothing catches 100%. I don't care what they say or what smoke they're trying to blow up your butt.
Yep. Yep.
There is always going to be loss, unless
Yeah.
somebody goes and gets the Star Trek phaser gun and sets it to gold only, and it sucks up everything but the gold. You know, it's not gonna happen.
HD.
I like Gold Hog because HD, what's up, brother?
HD.
I like the Gold Hog match because you can set them up to where you have like turbulence up top, as Doc explained, and then smooth running at the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah, you can
set it up in different stages.
Right, because some gold might be flat and it'll flitter, and then where it's real turbulent, and then when it slows down a little bit, it might just, you might like that better, or that's gold likes to change, likes different areas and different gold, like flower gold. We all know how that stuff likes to float.
So the more different types of dropout areas you create, the more chances are of catching more gold, and you're still not going to catch 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
You could have a sluice 100 miles long and you'd still not catch it all.
Yep.
One thing I have noticed, and we're talking about it right now, is stepping your types of riffle systems. That I've discovered is a very important thing.
Yep.
Especially cleaning out from here, where I'm starting to see not only the alluvial flower gold that we find here in Vermont, but I've got flakes and stuff with significant size that if you're in too short of a riffle and this darn thing sits up and lands in that riffle like
Yeah,
this, it's hanging out the top of it
here, and it might kick and blow right out.
I've noticed the next scoop you put on there, any little rock that
hits it,
that will flip it up out and run it further down the sluice box.
Yep.
You got to have a taller riffle down on the bottom to catch the bigger stuff.
And just different capture zones.
Yep. I've always tried to say to myself, if I can separate the smallest stuff out first, which they will only sit in the small riffles, because if anything bigger than that, it's going to roll out. If I can do one set and then strip into the next size material and then the next larger size material behind that, it becomes less and less material as the riffles get taller down the sluice box.
Right.
Culver said, "Tell you what, I'm impressed with the mat you sent me, Stacy. Head to head, it beat my Micro Dream mat for the flat gold I got in this Rattlesnake Gulch dirt."
Wow. I'm impressed too. Man.
Zaxon's back in the house. What's up, Zach?
My torture tester.
What's up, dude? Stupid car. And my point, stupid bike. App Trio. That's your new name. App Trio. Stupid spell check.
Yeah, because
what's up, Zaxon? Uh-oh. You've been drinking again?
I don't think Zach drinks anymore.
Yeah, because this is the style I sent Culver, this cleanup sluice.
Yeah, double sawtooth deal.
Cool.
Actually, I think this might be part of what was left off his mat when I cut it down.
An ice hole.
I'd like to try some of that myself, Stacy, in my 6-inch sluice.
More of this.
Yeah.
I'll have to make some more.
A double sawtooth.
Yeah, because that's really small. Or the two. And when they do 3D print, if you look, I don't know if the camera will pick it up,
Yeah,
but it
we'll get the layer lines.
there is lines going up each riffle and then down the other side, and in even the top is rough.
HD. What I got, man, to clean out the lines. Oh yeah.
That's the Be Good stick.
It's the attitude adjuster for the dredge. For beating clogs out of the lines.
The Tennessee Gold. Is that all placer? Is that placer gold down there?
Placer.
Placer? Placer? Placer.
I did not, HD. I was going to do it tonight, but I ended up panning out the bag of dirt from GCMC, from Tony. Or porn bombers. You're absolutely right, Culver. But they won't show their faces.
But I'm not a porn bomb. I'm not a porn bot.
Yep, no porn bot. Can't get in this time, you. Yeah. How about that?
How did you do, Ed? Did you do yours? I'll probably be doing mine next week on the live, so.
If anybody's in here that wasn't in earlier, if you want to see what's going into my Halloween Huck pay dirt bag, you guys can check out my community tab over on Whipple Creek Racing. Got everything that I've got in the 2 years of my starting my prospecting here is going into that pay bag. So
Muskamo gave me those 2 last bags for $100. Nice.
right on.
2 grams of gold for $100 ain't bad.
Yeah. I'm surprised that gold went down. I looked at it the other day and it was like, wow.
Don't sell. Hang on.
Yeah, it was. I think I seen it was like 18 something.
I knew it was going to come back down. You get these fluctuations in the media crap that's happening.
Yeah.
The political crap. And then you get these skyrocket prices on everything. And then it'll fall back down after everybody's like, oh.
Right.
It'll inflate again.
Oh, yeah.
Just be patient. We'll all see it go back up.
I just don't understand how you all can have pay dirt and not go through it. That would send me to the loony bin for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Don't bother. You know.
We just have so much of it, dude, that we can't get through it all.
I got 4 or 5 buckets on the back porch I haven't gone through yet. You know what I mean? I'm like,
blasphemy.
I'm just like, dude, it's.
Or you get stuff like this.
Year, bro. I don't feel like doing it. It's a lot of work, man. There's a lot
Just a little magnetite in there, bro.
Yeah. But I think I've got this black sand gold thing whipped.
Yeah.
I got a secret on the back burner that I've been working about a year on. And it should just let the black sand roll off and the goal just stick to it and then have very, very, very little bit of sand to go through. I'm figuring if I got a 5-gallon bucket, I might have a tablespoon of black sand to go through after I'm done with running it through.
Did you ever see one of them black sand separators, dude?
Nope, this is all going to be, I've seen them, but this is all just going to be a sluice.
Are you talking about the drill deal with the vibrating magnet in the end of it?
Nope.
Well, I was asking PA.
Oh.
No, there's a couple of them out there. Who had one? Dream Matt has one, I think. Mining Magnets has one. There's a couple other people that have them too, and they work pretty good.
I really don't have an issue with it, man. When I put it through the small sluice box, I get 3 tablespoons of material. It take me like 5 minutes to get it cleaned up. It's
right.
Doesn't really bother me, and this stuff's pretty heavy up here. I don't have to separate magnetics or anything. I don't really worry about that. 1 tablespoon at a time in the sluice box, and it literally chews up that 1 tablespoon. By the next scoop, I'm ready to just drop it on there, and it's good to go.
Brad Hayden's in here. Said, Jason, I get paid for the winter to keep me from going crazy.
I've had pay dirt sit all winter long, and I ain't touched it. I got a pay dirt supply about 15 minutes from my house. I just go dig some up, bud. I can't stand not being able to go to the river. That's my problem. During the wintertime, I'm over here edging to get out there so bad. By springtime, I'm getting out in the water. It's freezing my hands.
Right. Get out before the ice melts, before the water gets too high, for you can get at stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have that other lull time where the water's too high. You know.
Well, 508 Mining Company in the house. What's up, brother?
I don't run anything on the rivers other than the Green Mountain Gold Trap, bud. Like literally, I have not messed around with anything else, and I do not feel like messing around with anything else here in Vermont, period. It's just because of the legality issues that are here in the state.
Right.
We can't use sluice boxes. Panning is just not productive here. You'd be sitting panning all day for 100 colors. It's kind of
right.
It's kind of slow, and I ain't feeling it. So, but I mean, here we have massive flood line. The water lines are extremely high. So we have gold in some of the sections that we go to that are 8-10 foot above regular water line, and it's rich. I mean, all you have to do is just move a few rocks and clean out in between them, and it's up there on the banks. So we can go and get dirt. We can't run it in the water because it's too cold.
All our good stuff is, well, our claims are up in the mountains, and we have to wait until the snow fly gets out of there.
HD.
Yeah.
And then up at our Elk Creek claim, it's on a snow belt, so it gets like 7 to 8 feet of snow.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of screwed until, maybe April.
That's about here too. Like you might see April and earliest.
Yeah.
That's if
that's
aimed at the winter time, and that's an iffy thing these days.
Yeah, and that's still, chaining up the 4-wheel drives to get up in there. So, we're still bucking big snowbanks. We just have one big pass we got to cut up over, and that's the worst part of it is and then they don't plow it all up through there.
We get snowstorms sometimes in the end of April.
Oh yeah.
Like it's I've had my birthday is April 30th. I literally have had blizzards drop 3 feet of snow on April 30th before up here. And it's just like the next day it's 70 degrees out. You got freaking 7-foot snow banks out your car window at an intersection. You got the window down, t-shirt and shorts on, and it's 70 degrees out. Like, it don't know what it wants to do up here.
Yeah.
508. I'm running a 2.5, and I just got this. I got to get it on there. So I spent the whole weekend last weekend cleaning clogs.
Did you run that?
I bought this to beat them out.
Sorry, buddy. Did you run that top rubber thing over the top to help with your surge?
What top rubber thing?
Your mud flap on top?
Oh, yeah.
On your water?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have two of them. I have two of them on my sluice.
Oh.
I knew you said something about you were catching surges when you would put the pump down or pick it up off. I didn't know if you had that worked out.
Yeah, it's all good.
I didn't know that it did that. You brought up a pretty darn good point. I wasn't thinking about that. You have your main charge feeding the sluice that's on the pump head itself. So if you end up just going in,
the next thing I'm going to do is get an extension for the top box, a 1-foot extension, and I'm going to get a Jarvine riffle and put that on there.
I don't know what that is yet.
It's a piece of metal,
like corrugated with holes in it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It gives it a spot for something to hit and stop for a second and fall out.
Right. You're trying to create some friction.
Reduce some of the water flow. Because it was blowing out the first 4 rows of my riffles of my Dream Mat.
Brad's like, I think a lot of us keep old dirt. Yeah, I definitely have a bunch of buckets I need to bring back to the river. I want to bring it back, and I just haven't brought it back. I just keep bringing it home.
Yeah.
I got a 35-gallon tote at least I need to bring back.
It's just a piece of metal like this.
Oh, all right. So it's kind of like a pointed piece of roofing almost.
And it's perforated too.
It's perforated, and you can put miner's moss underneath of it.
And it's expanded metal. That's all.
No, it's not expanded. It's just perforated. It's got real little small holes in it.
Yeah, it's just like roofing, like corrugated, and it's perforated corrugation.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up after we're done.
Yeah, check it out on Dream Mat's website.
Who's?
Dream Mat, prospectorsdream.com.
Okay.
Jarvine riffle.
The culvert goes, my driveway always has gravel. You got gold in your driveway, buddy? Keep you going back for more?
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna call this pretty soon. I gotta get to bed.
Oh yeah, that's no problem, PA man.
Appreciate you coming out, man. Thanks for having me up.
Yeah, thank you.
Not a problem, guys. Thank you for coming up.
Oh, no problem.
I just noticed that. Not a porn bot.
You just now noticed that? Oh, man.
I've been kind of looking at chat, on my tablet. So
right. I figured you'd think that was pretty funny.
We show up with our faces.
Yeah,
and waving. Hi.
I give the New York wave a lot of time.
You see that, Patriot? This jersey's from 1992, man. Reggie White with the Jerome Brown patch on it.
I was 4 years old, bud. 4 years old.
In what year?
92.
92. Oh, jeez.
I was born in 88, bud.
You were born in 88?
Yes,
wow,
sir.
I was 20.
I graduated high school.
Yeah. Yeah, but I hung out with guys your age my whole entire life. I grew up with my grandfathers, my uncles, and stuff. Like I couldn't stand hanging out with younger kids, man. They're just too immature for my ass. There's an acceptable amount of immaturity, but it's like a respectable kind of immaturity. You know what I mean?
Right.
Younger kids just don't get it, man. And
No.
my generation, the other ones of my generation,
508 high banker judge. Sorry.
yeah, the people my age, they got bad attitudes, act like they're big grown adults and stuff. They ain't got nothing figured out. So
Yeah, Mary, when are you gonna put a video out panning those pay dirt bags that you got?
she said she was scared of panning.
What?
Yeah, Mary, you should go live and do it.
Yeah. What? Pan it into a tub, a safety pan, or a tub, and
That shit, yeah.
where's it gonna go? What
you
you
gotta
got?
do
So
it
you have to
again, do it
pan it
again.
again.
That's all you got to do, and that tells you if you did it right.
That's right.
You can't do that on a riverbed. You go out here and try to do it the real way without learning first. You're just putting it back in the riverbed. You
Yep.
it again.
Patriot prospecting, I'm sorry to tell you, the Cowboys will always suck, dude. Especially coming from an Eagles fan. The Cowboys will always suck.
I get on my buddy Jeff's ass all the time about that.
Just kidding, man. Just kidding.
He's a Cowgirls fan too, buddy.
Team
Yeah,
Lynch, what's up?
Mary, come up on next week on PA's live stream, and we'll all help you. We can give you pointers. We can help you. You know, come on. We're all willing to help you. You know that.
Yeah.
Culver says, and a Niners fan too. He's got a TO jersey from '92.
Yeah.
We won't steer you wrong for that long. Come on.
She's gonna ask what the lever rights are, you know.
Or a love stone?
What's this? What's this?
A love stone.
Jason E. Miner says, I'm a mining fan, 100%. Go gold.
Yeah.
I can understand why the old timers laughed at me when I was on the river. When I first started doing the gold mining thing, is that gold? Is that gold?
Yeah, 508. I was losing some water off my Grizzlies, definitely.
Limit water coming off high bank or dredging grizzly bars. If you test, you will lose gold off grizzly bars.
I have to put me a bin under there. Cement bin.
Little higher sides.
Yeah.
508 goes gold miners go deeper.
That's right.
All right, guys. It's 11:15. I got to go to bed.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thanks everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it, and we'll be at it again next week, going through the cons from Lucky Strike with HD Shovelhead and Scott Sharp. So we'll be going through them next weekend, and everybody have a great night. We'll see you all later, man.
Yep. And Mary, I'm on my phone right now, so it's all we got to do is flip it around, and we can help you. No problem.
Yep.
Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, later, guys.
Luke,
Later,
I'll
you
see you,
too.
bud.
You
Take
guys
care,
all
guys.
have a good night.
We're gonna end it. Let's go. See ya.
Peace.